Hey guys, this is Riley over here at Bish's RV. I'm in front of 2017 Keystone Fuzion 414. This thing's got the full body paint on it. It's the chrome edition. I love the Keystone body paint that they have on it. It looks really sharp. Also just really holds together a lot better than a traditional decal setup. This thing's in really, really good shape. A couple little things, I'll point them out as we go throughout here, but we do have our Onan 5500 on board and the biggest propane tanks you can fit inside this. So you got two of those 40s right there. Full auto level, of course, and this is a hydraulic auto level system. Inside the pass-through on this, we've got our Nautilus system right here, our center convenience center for all of our black tank, gray tank. And then you've also got your battery disconnect on the side here. Skinny apart on this part of the pass-through, but pretty typical with a toy hauler. Got our water heater right here. And you can see the exhaust for the generator on the end. Really good shape on this thing. We do have a little bit of crackling on the top decal, which you can kind of see a little bit. Nothing too bad, especially for 2017. Pretty common to have a lot of crackling, and this does not have a whole lot of it. Just a couple here and there. We do have pretty good tread on these tires. Also has the MORryde CRE 3000 suspension, so it's going to tow a lot better as opposed to like your typical shackle setup that a lot of toy haulers will have. Got our fuel station in the back. And these do have a full walkable roof on them. So a full walkable roof on this guy. We've got a rear awning on this. This does have the party decks. This will come down, lay flat, and then you can have a good little hangout spot in the very back. On this other end, we've got our awnings. I did not send this one all the way out, but I can bring it all the way out if you want. Main thing I wanted to point out was there's not any sun damage on the underside of these. I can't see any light coming through them, which is a really good sign. It means it was taken care of really well. And from the looks of it, I would assume it was either underneath an overhang or in a shop of some kind, just because of the overall condition of the exterior on this guy. Once again, pointing this out, you can see the LED strip all the way across out, which is really cool. At night, it's a lot better. During the day, you can't really tell. But really good shape. Awning material looks really good. Got your spot for your batteries here, which we will need to look at a couple options for batteries for you, which I can kind of walk you through that. If you're going to be plugged in all the time, I wouldn't go super crazy, but just depends on what your overall goal is with it. It does have an outside TV for the entertainment. We are inspecting this because this is a fairly recent trade-in, so we're checking the motherboard on it, which is why the door for that is off. But we've actually got heat inside this. So this is a heated pass-through. If you have anything temperature sensitive, this is going to be a great spot to have slower moving storage. And you do have a little bit of a split right there, nothing crazy, but worth pointing out just because I do see it. So you got the Keystone paint label on it. I'm going to close this door, and I'm actually going to shrink this just so you can see a little better, just because it is hard to gather everything. But this has opposing slide outs in the living room and kitchen area, so it feels really open. 414 is a really good size fifth wheel to begin with, so having opposing slides just makes us feel very comfortable. Kitchen, there's a lot of space. We've got really good storage throughout. Nice little pantry here. Gives you some extra storage. I actually really like this setup on the kitchen too. You've got your cooktop and oven combo underneath a 30-inch microwave, which is a convection oven instead of just like a regular 24-inch. You can actually use this. Good storage across the top too if you wanted to have a spot for wine bottles. And good storage here. These are all seamless countertops as well, so we don't have any cheap T-mold that's going to break off on this. It's all solid surface countertops here, and it does have the split bowl sink, which is an undermount. I like having the solid surface countertops. They're a lot more sturdy than your typical like thermoform stuff, and you get better setups for your sink and your sprayer faucet and stuff like that. Once again, just talking storage on this thing, you've got a lot to work with. Full extension drawers on here. And then the fridge, same story. We've got the gas and electric Norcold. And this thing is huge. So really good storage space, and it's not the split one. You actually have a fully usable freezer in here. And as I mentioned on the phone earlier, overall, this thing's in super good shape. There's a couple of things here and there. Needs to be cleaned up. I've got a detail crew. They'll come through and wash this. But don't really see any damage to the top of the couches. In really good shape. So just dust on there. Got a couple little nicks in the end there. That is really about all I see. Now the one thing I will point out, and you'll see it in the footage, I'm going to put this back to 1. You can see it's kind of got these little wrinkles. That's just from heat warping on the wallpaper. So you can actually take a like a hair dryer or something and press those out and they'll go away. Do have a 35,000 BTU furnace plus a 5,000 BTU fireplace. So during the winter, you'll actually have some really good heat in this thing. 3 ACs, which also will give you a lot of cooling during the summer. And this entertainment area is awesome. You've got a lot of storage, really good sized TV. And then you've got the nice upgraded stereo system too. This does have an overhead bunk. I have a lot of people use this as deep storage, but you can use it for additional sleeping, as you can see there. Coming into the garage, got a really good garage setup too, so both of these will come down for beds. It's rated for 750 pounds on the Happy Jacks, so you've got plenty of sleeping. This bottom part here actually will come into basically like a booth dinette. You've got 2 booth seats and then a table that comes up in the middle here. And then here's our party deck. You can see our 3 season doors and the safety rail and the stairs that go on the very back. You do have a little bit of storage in the bottom here, which I can't currently get to just because got the stuff in the way. And then this little storage spot here. Not for anything massive, but nice to have a little extra where they have it. Extra space for the cabinets. Once again, there's a little bit of that wallpaper just coming across from the heat. And there's our ladder here. I do love having a half bath as well. Having a half bathroom when you've got kids, especially if they're running in and out of the camper, they can come in here, use the restroom. They're not trekking mud and dirt and stuff into the rest of the coach. Now working our way towards the front, you'll notice at the bottom of these stairs, we've got our central vac system. So that's going to be for your vacuum there. You can see there's just these little hooks that they attach. A couple little nicks on the door here. Nothing too crazy. The master bathroom area I really like because you do have a slide out for your wardrobe slide and it comes into the bathroom. So you have a pretty good usable space in here. You've got a good sized sink, medicine cabinet, and then also where this toilet's at, you've got lots of leg room because you're not completely cramped up against a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna flip this around. Even looking towards where I'm at, still got quite a bit of elbow space. It doesn't feel like I'm like smashed into a corner. You're in a corner, but because this is set out instead of against the wall, it does feel a little bit more roomy. Same with the shower here. You've got a lot of space inside the shower and you have actual glass doors instead of the curtains that are always just terrible. Love having these. Just remember to lock this when you travel. You have extra headspace thanks to the skylight, and I'm gonna hit my head apparently. But we've got our detachable shower, which can adjust height on this guy. So you can bring this down lower if you need, and a seat in the back, plus a little bit of extra storage throughout. Now this is the part of the slide out I was talking about where we've got a linen storage. This side you've got a couple little nicks here and there, but they're all pretty small, easy to cover. If it bothers you. Got full extension drawers there. And then really good storage across this whole spot here. You've even got a little spot for setting up in the morning. Now this is the thing I mentioned about the T-mold, is you'll see a little split on this guy. Once again, you could patch it with something like a silicone seal or something like that, and it wouldn't even look like anything. But really good space on this. And then you also have your walk around bed. I don't know if the pictures showed that, but this one, you can get around either side. It is a little bit of a tighter fit on this end, but quite a bit of space. And then I love having the third AC in the master bedroom. So if you sleep hot like myself, you can have these open for direct airflow, get some extra airflow in here, or have the opposing windows give you cross ventilation. So hopefully this helps. This is the 2017 Keystone Fuzion 414. Let me know what your thoughts are. If you have any questions or anything like that, I'm happy to help. Happy to answer any of your questions. Feel free to give me a call or shoot me a text. Look forward to working with you, and hope you have a great rest of your day.